Welcome on Turnback for the first ever podcast. How are you, Enzo FERRETTI?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, thank you. I would like to talk to you about a lot of things. You're back from the States. You're back in France. How did the sport grow here?
Well, it's definitely changed a little bit, some faces has changed, some have left the industry, the business of rodeoing. We lost Laurent. That was like one of the big heads of rodeos in Europe, you know what I'm saying? But now we have his son Antoine, He's
Yes.
he's got the stock, the place, his dad's knowledge, and I think he can make it grow. But I think what has changed is definitely the bulls. The bulls has stepped it up. I mean, we always had some, pretty good bulls. Mulek and in Italy they had some good bulls and
Yeah.
but the average overall, the bulls has stepped it up for sure. I mean, you go to a short round, and you're gonna see out of 10 bulls, easily 4 or 5 that are for sure gonna turn back. In Aki Blues, I'm sure last year there was probably 6 or 7 if I count them all. But there's definitely a step up in the bulls, especially in the genetic. Stefano is doing a great job, trying to do a great job. It's hard, and he's putting in the work, and it's now paying off. I think he's got some good calves coming. He's already got some pretty decent bulls. They're all very good. Also Olivier in the south. He does a pretty good job at selecting.
Yeah.
There's some definitely you got that Golgot bull. He's
From Guilain.
I mean, you've seen him. He's pretty good.
He's good.
The riders also has stepped it up. If you look this last weekend at the roping ranch, there was 6 guys that finished with 3 rides. Out of 10 in the short round, and that's pretty good. Jesse definitely stepped it up and kicked loose on a pretty good one. Olivier and Stefano definitely got, between the both of them, the top 10 for sure.
Yeah. And it's coming with even more new bulls, new cows.
Oh yeah, Olivier's got some cows. I got a bunch of cows bred to some nice bulls of Olivier's. Olivier's got some cows. He's got two 3-4-year-olds that are gonna be pretty rank. But I'm sure Stefano's got the heat coming too. But also I seen the bear racing. Did you see the bear racing this weekend? It was all right on average, I think. I mean.
And what about barrel racing? You see a difference
when
back in the days, imagine yourself back in the days, and you were seeing the barrel racing in Naked Blues, for example, and like now at the roping ranch, you see something
Man,
different?
I went to the roping ranch, then last year, Voguera, and then you see on Facebook and stuff, Turn Magazine, they do a pretty good job at, putting the word out for people. I'm not even here, and I hear about all that.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's some hard work, but I mean, shoot, people got some horses. They're shipping horses. You hear them Dash to Fame babies, them Frenchman guy babies, and everything that goes with it. There's a few people that are really working at it, so it can only go up from there. Once you have the foundation.
Yeah, and so you are from the south of France, right? You see, we have that culture kind of with the bulls, you know, like in the streets, like the feria, the events in the arenas.
It's a big thing here for sure. It's it's a tradition, you know. It gets the summer going. And it was hard this summer. You didn't have a whole lot of bulls in the streets because of the COVID, but it's always something, and it's going kind of away a little bit, and I think that rodeo has a pretty good spot, you know, in the South, especially that we already have all the arenas, and like the mindset, you know, of the rodeo is kind of the same as a Camargue or something, like even the way you raise them, the selection, so people are going to be interested in it, so you'll have the public, the spectators, and I mean, you're right there in the middle, in between Spain and Italy, and not far from Belgium, even though them poor guys always have to drive 12 hours to go to the rodeo, and they're the first there and the last there. But yeah, I think it's got a spot. You know, it could definitely be a summer run with
absolutely, I think
with
the same.
with Icky Blues, with it could be the European cowboy Christmas, you know.
Yeah,
Like
but I mean, even if we like even do like this kind of circuit, like in the arenas, you know, like
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like not even just like the rodeos in those arenas. I mean, you could do a beautiful circuit, I think.
Absolutely, and you could. Them rodeos could be during the week, where you're still gonna have the people.
Yes.
And you're not gonna interfere with any other rodeos going on.
Yes.
I think you need to maybe you know, like try not to, you know, try to communicate a little more, and try to see the dates, figure out when you're gonna do it. But I think it'll have to be like, you know, the Euro rodeo. We'll have to make sure, you know, that the rodeos that we do, or the Euro rodeo doesn't interfere with any other ones also, or try to.
Yeah, right.
But you could, I mean, look, there was a bull riding at Stefano's and at Marco's, I think.
Yeah.
And they were both full, so you have the guys.
We have the guys, yeah. But for sure we need
to, you know, to have the best guys, all the best guys in one spot.
It's just that I think the community need to talk more with each other, and I think it's like a problem that we got for more than 20 years, and it's been difficult and everything, but we are at the point that we only can move forward together, and no one can go nowhere alone. I mean
there's a lot of people that have a lot of knowledge in rodeo around here. I mean, I'm gonna Evan's dad, Chaps, you know, Charlie, people like that, you know, they have a lot of freaking knowledge, but I don't think they worked together enough to, you know, and they didn't have the help that we have now, you know, with all the social media and everything. So like, we need to, you know, work together, I think, to be able to make it something.
We really need to change the mentalities, but I mean, we will get there. We know we will get there. You, as a bronc rider, I'm gonna just ask you a question about bronc riding in Europe. It's difficult about the riders. We don't have a lot of riders. I know in America it's the same. You have way more bull riding than riders than bronc riders, but what we can do in Europe for get more people into bronc riding. You rode in PRC, you know what it is.
Man,
about bronc riding, and you know that you are just a little part of the rodeo, huh? Right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like, you know, I've never been to the NFR. There's a lot of things that can go wrong quick, you know, in bareback riding or saddle bronc riding if you're not just just in the chutes, if the horse is not, selected for it and everything. So there's we got the horses, and Antoine's got a bunch of horses, that they need to maybe come out a little more. So we need to give him the opportunity to bring him. We'll also maybe do some schools, get some equipment, because it's expensive. Get the right equipment, but we got some hands up there, Clanny and Kevin in Belgium. Kevin.
Yeah, they've been helping a lot.
They've been there. They both of them been there. Got on the ring horses, spurred them. Both of them. They won some money there in America. They've done it too. So we got the guys to teach. We got the guys to get on. We just need to get the horses.
Yeah.
And for the future, also I think that we need to take all the mares that we got from the States. Find every single one of them we can find and breed them.
Yep.
We should have bred. Maybe.
And it's way easier actually to breed horses, like for example, than bulls. Like here in Europe, it's horses we have here everywhere in Europe horses. So
yeah,
it's not really a problem.
Yeah, but we got the mares, with that genetic.
Yep.
From the States, there's some classic mares. Scotty Lovelace, one of the best bucking horse raisers, I think. He had, he'll tell you he's not, but he had like a bunch of horses at the NFR, so he was very good. There's some butlers in there, some butler horses. There's some great horses. Some Stace Smith, if I'm not mistaken. So we got it. We just got to breed them, work together. Maybe help them out, like with Federation. Maybe help them out with raising them horses.
Yeah. Of course. So I join you on this fact, on this thing about like we need more horses, but after.
And more schools also.
Yeah, and I think as well as a rider in Europe I think you've been also starting like that on kind of rank horses. New bronc riders, like they gotta come and feel safe for the first times,
Oh yeah.
Because it's the first times they hurt themselves and they are like, okay, fuck, it was too rank for me and I'm just quitting, We have a lot of guys who tried, but not a lot who did more than 3 rides.
You need when you breed them horses, you're gonna get a bunch of not good horses. Like they're not gonna buck, but they're gonna been trained. They've had the dummies, they've had everything. So then in the chutes, they're gonna be way more chill, than a horse that's never seen that, So we need to breed, especially that, Antoine's got the place, he's feeding them mares. We need to help him out, I think, and get some babies on the ground. And then by doing that, then we can rebreed and you kind of get the genetic, or maybe select some horses, that it's difficult to find some good horses because it can be a good saddle horse, but he can hurt you in the chutes, or if he runs off, it can't really feel good. Guillen's paint is pretty good.
Yeah,
the paint, he's up and down, he goes straight, he's good. Horses like that would be good, like you're talking about, for the people to come and not get hurt. Also, pickup men's. We have it all here. We have it all here. We just need to put it all together for once.
Thank you, Enzo, for your time, for being here with us. I hope you guys are gonna like this first podcast from Turner TV. There is a lot of them who's going to come soon. See you guys. Thank you.